Hello and welcome to day 2 of Alignment and Manifestation with me, Carrie O'Reilly. And I'm coming to you super real today. My intention for this was for me to be able to show up as is. I'm going to be showing up every single Monday through Thursday for the whole year. And so I specifically wanted to make sure that this was authentic, this was real. So here I am, still in my pajamas. It is noon, and I woke up in a funk. I watched a movie last night that really triggered some past emotions, past experiences, mostly from back when I worked in the emergency room, which was my first nursing job. And it released a lot of cortisol. So you guys probably already know this, but when you're watching a movie, your system, your body, your nervous system does not know if you are experiencing something firsthand, if something is happening to you or a close loved one, or if it's happening to a fictional character on a movie. Now, some people can handle this really well, and they actually enjoy the experience of the cortisol and the different chemical released. I do not. It makes me really anxious. And as soon as the lights turned out after watching the show, I had this ominous feeling. And I honestly mostly always read before going to bed, and I keep my phone in the other room, and I have it be like a really nice environment to conducive for sleep. But last night I just was in the mood to watch something on TV, and my boyfriend picked it, not knowing that it would trigger me in the way that it did. So I just woke up later than usual because it took me a really long time to fall asleep. I missed my yoga class that I usually take in the morning, and I've just felt really out of sorts and in a funk. Now, this isn't due to something that's appropriate for me to be grieving over. It's not like something really bad happened in my environment. It's just me being stuck in a funk and wanting to get out of it. So there's this process that I do with my clients. And so I decided that I was going to do it myself, because part of making these videos is me wanting to embody the work of alignment and apply it in my own life and bring you guys along for the journey. So the first step in this is to write it out. Get your words out in your journal. This is my journal. It's super pretty. It's purple, my favorite color. So that was the first step that I took, is I wrote out in my journal, that I'm feeling frustrated, that I'm feeling sad, just got all of my emotions out, like what it reminded me of and how I felt triggered and frustrated. And so that's step one, getting those thoughts that are running around in your head and getting them down on paper. Now, after doing that, I noticed that I still had like a tightness in my chest, and I was still experiencing some of these heavier emotions, and just basically I call it being in a funk, like just not in a great mood, not in alignment with the energies that I want to experience. I'm not feeling motivated. I'm still in my pajamas and it's noon. So I'm wanting to align in a different kind of energy. But in order to do that, we don't want to just jump from feeling frustrated and feeling contrast and feeling dark and heavy and then be like, oh, I'm going to make a gratitude list, or I'm going to only focus on happiness, and like brainwash myself, or say affirmations like I am happy, I am happy, I am happy, when you're not. Because when your subconscious mind and your conscious mind are in conflict, your subconscious mind is always going to win. So if you are saying affirmations or writing a gratitude list, but you haven't actually dealt with the underlying emotion and the underlying feelings, then you're not actually going to be able to align in and attune to that new energy. So you actually have to instead focus on that contrast emotion, focus on that heavy emotion, allow it to be there. And by doing that, you will be able to release it. So I have a process that I work my clients through, and I actually have a YouTube video on this as well. It's called Releasing Contrast Emotions. something like that. I can put a link to it in the comments, which is a longer process, but we don't always have a 40 minutes to set aside, right? I need to get into my full schedule. I keep checking the time. It's 12:06. So I need to get into my daily routine and get to coaching my clients and taking care of my body and doing all the things that I need to do. I don't have 40 minutes. So we're going to be doing an express experience, and you guys can just follow along with me. The quickest way to release these emotions so you can get back into feeling awesome and aligning in the energies that you want to experience, those energetic priorities, feeling exuberant, feeling joyful, feeling zen, feeling calm, feeling motivated, and ready to take action from those emotions. First, you want to go ahead and feel and then express whatever negative emotion you are experiencing. So you can go ahead and close your eyes. And I always just start with 3 mindful breaths, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. So let's take those 3 breaths now. So these 3 breaths are going to support you in just becoming centered, becoming present in this moment, allowing yourself to be grounded. And now do a scan of your body and notice where you feel any heaviness, tightness, or discomfort in your body. I immediately can feel it here in my chest. Most people are going to feel it in their chest, or maybe in your stomach, or sometimes in the throat. It's usually in the core of your body. So just coming to that sensation, I'm feeling it a bit in my throat as well now. And then you want to judge that, like on a scale of 1 to 10. How high would you say the intensity is in this area? And you just allow the first number. You don't have to think about it too much. So what intensity on a scale of 1 to 10 is this area in your body right now? I have a 6. Whatever your number is perfect. There's no wrong or right way to do this. So now actually really going into this experience. If you want, you can use your hands and place them over the area where you're experiencing the discomfort, the tightness, the heaviness. And now I want you to describe how that feels. I'll go first. So for me, it feels like this crease, like a deep, deep crease, like an inward motion, almost like a continual waterfall going down, down into my sternum and through my body. And it feels tight and it feels sticky. And if it was a color, it would be black and shiny. And so now you can describe it for yourself. And if you can do this out loud, that's going to be the most powerful. And now that you've described it, you just want to continue being with it. At this point, I like to lean in. So I actually lean in with my body, allowing it to grow as big as it needs to grow. And then really be with it. This is the whatever feeling you've been resisting, and now you're allowing yourself to feel it, to experience it, to let it grow if it needs to. For some people, it'll start dissipating. For some people, it'll grow. There's no wrong or right. Just really being with this feeling, being with this vibration in your body. That's all that an emotion is a vibration in your body. Giving it all of your attention. Breathing into it. Notice any movement, notice the color, notice the shape, notice if it's changing or if it's the same. Just really become aware of all of it. No resisting, no reacting, just surrendering and being in allowance of this sensation in your body. And sit up if you were leaning in. And now, the most satisfying part of all of this is that we're going to express this feeling with our words, with our sounds, with a noise. So if this sensation, if this vibration would make a sound, what sound would it make? And if you're somewhere that you can't make a sound, you're just going to use your face to express and not to actually allow a sound out of your mouth, but to pretend that you're making a sound. So that's your option if you're somewhere that you can't make a noise. And if you can make a noise, you're going to make a noise with me. So we're going to breathe in and let that sound out. Already it's making me shift and laugh. Let's see if there's any other sound left. Breathing in and out. Shaking your body if you need to. Shake, shake, shake your body. Taking a breath. And if you're doing this on your own, you can always just keep going until all the sounds that need to come out, come out. Let's take another breath in through the nose, out through the mouth here. And then just coming and bringing your attention again to that area of your body. You can place your hand over the area. I feel so much lighter here. I feel this expansion. There's still a vibration, but it's very soft and very gentle. And I'm just allowing it to be there. Now that we have expressed and released any of the vibration, any of those contrast or heavy emotions, we're going to align in something that we do want to experience, that we do want to feel. So we're going to start by just rolling the shoulders up towards the ears, rolling them back, all the way back, and then letting them drop down so that you open up your chest, open up the heart, so that you're leading with the heart. And now we're going to take a special kind of breath that is going to support our nervous system. It's going to support our parasympathetic nervous system, which is your rest and digest nervous system, so that you can come to a place of resting and feeling calm and knowing that everything is okay, that there is no immediate threat, and in fact, you're safe. So for this breath, you're just going to follow me. You're going to breathe deeply in through the nose. And then you breathe out as slowly as you can, like you're breathing out of a straw. What do you notice when you have completed this breath, how does your body feel now? What kind of vibrations do you have in your body? Every time I do one of those out breaths, my shoulders just drop even further and I come to a place of relaxation. So let's do another one of those, breathing in through the nose, breathing out as slowly as you can. Now thinking the word release as you breathe out. Slowly, slowly. And just taking some normal breaths at the bottom here. And so now you've created this nice spaciousness and you should be at a place of feeling neutral. Now I want to invite you to allow a smile to come onto your face, acknowledging that you've been able to align in something new so quickly, just by expressing, focusing on, surrendering to, and then releasing that emotion that was not serving you. How awesome to be in this place of feeling neutral, allowing yourself to enjoy this new space, putting a smile on your face. And then coming to a place of gratitude. Now that you've expressed and released that heavy emotion, it's appropriate to focus on something that you're grateful for. And now imagining that energy of gratitude in the core of your body, in your heart, and in your lower belly. And you can place your hands over these two energy centers. And now we're going to visualize and experience and imagine the energy of gratitude in our physical bodies. So if gratitude was represented by a colored light, what color would it be? And just visualize that colored light beneath your hands. And with each mindful breath, you're going to visualize this colored light spreading further and further so that it expands across your entire body. So your body is completely saturated with gratitude. And I want you to picture in your mind's eye a person in your life that you are grateful for. Maybe it's an animal, maybe it's a person. Letting that smile come on your face again. Now think of an experience that you're grateful for, something that you got to do, that you got to experience, that you're grateful that you got that experience. And now remembering a time that you were in nature and you beheld something, you saw something, you witnessed something that had you feeling both a sense of pure joy and peace at the same time. Remembering that sunset, that forest scene, that waterfall. Maybe it was on a hike. Just remembering that time in nature that you felt both excitement and peace at the same time. Feeling that feeling now. And the way that you're feeling right now and the way that you felt then, that is the true you. That is your essence. That is your light. And that light is always shining. Just like how the sun is always shining, even though we don't always see it because of the rotation of the earth. But knowing that that is your light and it is always shining, even in those times where we're feeling like we're in a funk, or even when we're feeling more intense emotions like grief or anger. That light is always there, and that is you. That is the real you. Tuning into the energy of that, allowing it to vibrate over your whole being. And now taking your arms and wrapping them around yourself for a little squeeze. Arms up in the sky for a stretch. When you're ready, opening your eyes, shaking out your hands. All right, folks. I feel completely shifted. And I'm so glad that I got the intuition and inspiration to share this here on this YouTube channel or wherever you're watching it, on Facebook, on podcast, on Instagram, all the awesome places that we get to share these things. So now that I've shown you the process, you can make it your own. And if you don't have the time to sit and watch this video and allow me to guide you through that process, you can guide yourself through that process and you can make it way quicker. Maybe I'll make another video that's, just maybe 5 minutes long instead of 20 minutes long, but really just feel that emotion, allow yourself to express it, replace it with an authentic, it has to be authentic, replace it with an authentic emotion that you want to prioritize, that you want to experience more of in your life. Gratitude is a really easy one. So I really hope that you enjoyed that. Please share this, please subscribe. I'll be making another video tomorrow and the next day and every Monday through Thursday for this entire year, supporting you and supporting myself in alignment. All the best. Much love.